Hey everyone, it's Epoch here, and welcome to another comic book cover challenge set by Alan Comic Collector Geek. Apologies for not uploading a video last week. I just ran out of time to do the challenge, so apologies for that. But this week we're going to look at music covers. That's the theme for this week's comic book cover challenge. So any covers that relate to music in some way, whether it be musical instruments, bands, notes, all sorts of things. So I've dove into my personal comic book collection and picked out 10 covers that feature the music theme. So let's take a look. First up this week is Tank Girl All Stars number 2, which relates to the music theme as we have all these records here on the cover, all these different albums, and the top album here is With the Boogers, which is of course a homage to the Beatles record With the Beatles. So I just thought this was a fun one to start with all the kind of the records there on the table. So that's Tank Girl All Stars number 2. In ninth place this week, we have Exorcisters number 1. Exorcisters was a fun kind of little series that came out a few years ago that I really enjoyed. So on the cover here, we have one of the sisters reading their book of exorcisms, and of course on the bottom here, kind of the opposite side, we have the other sister playing the guitar. Which is kind of fun. So yeah, it's just a fun series and a fun little cover with the kind of duality there that you find within the story. So that's Exorcisters number 1. In eighth spot this week, we have the Ice Cream Man number 3, which is a fun cover here. We have this kind of guy here just rocking out on this really like souped up guitar that has all these like exhaust pipes and crazy tons of wires like coming from it. It's just a really like imagine that guitar makes a big sound. So it's just a really kind of fun cover here of this guy playing the guitar. Looks like a Stratocaster. So that's this guy playing the guitar on the cover of Ice Cream Man at number 3. Next up this week is Punk's Not Dead London Calling number 3, which is the third issue from the second Punk's Not Dead miniseries. Really enjoy punk music, so I picked up this series when it came out. Here we have on the cover, we have the ghost of Sid Vicious, who is the bassist for the Sex Pistols. And here in these stories, he's a ghost and he comes back to help out kind of this kid here. So here we have kind of the ghost of Sid Vicious on the cover here, kind of holding his bass guitar. Looks like a Fender jazz bass. So yeah, it's just a really fun one. So that's Punk's Not Dead London Calling number 3. And at number 6 this week, we have Gen 13 number 43, which is just a really cool cover here, where we have Fairchild on the cover, kind of surrounded by all these musical notes, just blasting music at her, which looks quite intense. So it's just a really fun one, I thought, with all the different colourful musical notes. So that's Gen 13 at number 43. In fifth place this week, we have Archie and Friends Music Jam number 1, which is a one shot. And here we have the Archies on the cover of that. Archie's, of course, the kind of iconic band from the Archie universe of comics. We have Archie and Reggie on guitar and bass, with Veronica on the keyboard, and Betty with her tambourine, and Jughead kind of beating the drums there. So it's just in the musical notes all around them, showing that they're playing music. I just think it's a really fun cover by Schultz of the Archies just rocking out there. So that's Archie and Friends Music Jam number 1. In fourth place this week, we have Harley Quinn Volume 4, number 11, which is the variant cover by Derek Chew. Here we have kind of Harley rocking out there. She's making the devil horns with her hand there, and she's got that flying V guitar strapped to her back. Looks like she's having a good time, having a rocking kind of party there with her guitar, which is really fun. So it's just a really great cover by Derek Chew, kind of showing guitars and music as well with Harley Quinn there. So that's Harley Quinn Volume 4, number 11, the Derek Chew variant. In third place this week is the Archies number 7, which was a series that followed the Archies as a band. Each kind of issue they'd meet different kind of like famous bands of the time. But this issue, they're up against Josie and the Pussycats. I just really like the way that the cover for issue 7 was done. It was made like a poster for an event. So you've got the Archies versus Josie and the Pussycats in the Battle of the Bands, and here we have Archie and Josie on the cover there, just kind of like singing their hearts out at each other, which is a fun one. So that's the Archies number 7. In second place this week, I've chosen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures number 2, which is a recent book put out by IDW, which is set within the continuity of the the first Turtles animated series. Here we have on the cover this guy here, I forget his name, just rocking out on the guitar. And behind him we have Leonardo and Raphael on guitar and bass, with Michelangelo singing here, and in the background we've got Donatello on drums, and even the Technodrome in the background has got some guitars on it, which is kind of cool. So it's just a really kind of rocking out cover for the Ninja Turtles here. So that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures #2. My number one pick this week is Archie Meets Ramones #1, which is just a really great cover here. I really enjoy kind of the slice of life stuff that the Archie comics do, but also really enjoy the Ramones. I enjoy punk music in general. It's my favourite genre, and I really enjoy the Ramones. I just think this is a great cover. Here we have like the Ramones playing on the stage there, with kind of Archie joining in on guitar as well. They're playing Blitzkrieg Bob, which is probably the Ramones' most famous song, because here we have the rest of the Archie crew at the front singing Hey Ho Let's Go, which is the chorus to that song. And on Veronica's shirt as well, it says CBGB's, which is the iconic kind of rock venue from New York City, where the Ramones kind of started out playing as well, which is really fun. And above the Archie logo as well is kind of cool. You have Josie with her sunglasses on, also singing as well, which is great. So it's just a really fun cover, kind of celebrating Archie, but also the Ramones and punk in general, which is kind of cool. So that's Archie Meets Ramones #1. So that was my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan the Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme was, of course, music covers. So if you'd like to take part in the challenge, just dig through your long boxes and short boxes and pick out 10 covers that are music related. Put them in the order that you think from best to last, and then just make a video. And if you use the hashtags #music_covers and #FridayComicChallenge, that way everyone that takes part in these challenges can click on those hashtags, see your video, and then check out some cool covers that they might want to add to their collection. And also you might see some cool covers if you check out other people's videos that you might want to add to yours. Yeah, it's just a really fun challenge. There's a lot more people taking part, so it's really great to see so many different covers and that. If you'd like to check out some of my previous entries into the comic book cover challenge, then please click on this playlist that's linked here at the side. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.